series. I had mentioned before in the other videos that I'll be going over all of the signs. I don't know. I don't have a ring light, so I'm really not feeling this color that I'm looking. I'm looking all light skin, like too light. But anyway, back to regular program series. So this next sign that I'm gonna do is probably gonna be pretty short because let's just be honest, nobody wants to hear about all their stock options, which business they're getting ready to start, this new venture, all this money they're getting ready to make, their leadership abilities, how they to go, how they can manage to work 25 hours in a 24-hour day. So what sign am I talking about? Capricorn. You guessed it. So this video is going to be about people who have a sun sign in Capricorn. If your sun sign is in Capricorn and it's at 15 degrees or less, you have a strong energy, this video is going to be for you. If you have a rising sign that's Capricorn, that means that Capricorn is in your first house on your birth chart, this video is for you. If you have, let's see, Saturn in your 10th house placement, this video is for you because this is probably going to be your energy that I'm going to be picking up on. Where else? That's pretty much it. So I'll just go through some of the things that I noticed about Capricorn. I'm no expert, but I know a little something about astrology, so let's go. So like I mentioned before, stock options, new ventures, new business, always working, trying to get this new. They have 25 different jobs going at one time. They always got something new. They always saying, hey, hit me up. I got something going on that's new. I got this new thing going on. You want to be part of this? I'm just starting this new thing. Oh, I'm selling cakes now. Oh, I'm selling pies now. Oh, I'm making jewelry now. And there's always something. They always got something going on. Capricorns love to make money. They love to be the leader. They love to be ahead of the pack. They love to climb that mountain. They are a cardinal earth sign. So I talked about the earth signs before. You have your mutable earth sign, which is Virgo. You have your fixed earth sign, which is Taurus. And now we are on our cardinal earth sign. Now, the reason why we call it cardinal is because if you notice that all the cardinal signs are the signs that start a new season. They're the signs that begin the season off. So Capricorn begins winter. Cancer begins summer. So the cardinal signs begin things. And so when I say they begin stuff, that don't mean that they end it. That don't mean that they finish it, I should say. So Capricorns got a lot of things. They got a lot of irons in the fire at one point in time, but they don't always finish what they start. That's just what they do. So they need somebody like a Virgo that's going to push them to finish what it is that they start, because they'll start a million different things at one time but won't finish it. And that is so irritating to someone who's a Virgo. Like, why don't you just finish what you start? Don't start nothing else. Don't start nothing else. Finish what you start. So I brought up Cancer on purpose because Cancer is the opposite polarity of Capricorn. So they operate pretty much the same. They're just different sides of the same coin. And whereas, let me go back. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is that planet that is malefic. It's a malefic planet. That means it's going to be structured. It's going to stop things. It's restrictive. It teaches lessons. It comes with some kind of challenge for us. And that is the energy of a Capricorn. Capricorns rule the skin. They rule the skeletal system. So a lot of times Capricorns might get up and you hear all this popping, cracking, all this like making noise. You're like, ooh, bones cracking, popping like that? That's because they rule the skeletal system. Now, if wherever the house is, Capricorn's house is where Capricorn is on their chart. I don't know what I'm talking about. And they have Saturn there and they're Capricorn, they're probably going to have skin problems. If it's because Capricorn rules the skin and Saturn is restrictive, it's the opposite. So they probably gonna have beautiful skin, they're probably gonna have some bad skin. But besides that, yes, Cancer and Capricorn are opposites, but they still kind of operate in the same way. Whereas Cancer is going to be the more of the mood. Well, they're both moody. Capricorns can be moody too. So, but Cancer is going to be more of the emotional side of that, and Capricorn is going to be more of the stoic side of that. So if a Capricorn don't like you, they just not gonna mess with you. They're not gonna F with you. Okay, you're gonna know if a Capricorn likes you or not. They just, if they don't like you, they just not. They have these walls around them, and they're not gonna let you in these walls. There's these imaginary walls that they might let you in the first part of the wall, but it's another wall and it's all surrounding them, and they're all surrounded by these walls. The same thing with Cancer. They stay in their room and they don't come out. They in this shell and they won't let you in. Capricorns are the same way. There is just these imaginary walls, and they're not going to let you in unless they really, really like you. But I mean, come on. They don't even hardly let their kids in. They have these walls, and the kids, at a funeral, you can be learning new stuff about your Capricorn daddy or mama. Be like, dang, I didn't know that. Because they don't really let you in. They don't let you know a lot about them. They keep you at a distance. They keep you at bay on purpose, or maybe by accident. I don't know. But you'll never really know a lot about a Capricorn. You think you know, but you really don't. Now, a Cancer, on the other hand, if they don't mess with you, they're still going to they're going to bring you in. They're going to still talk to you a little bit. Capricorn ain't going to talk to you. You'll know, because a Capricorn will just get real aloof. Like, you come around, they just stop talking. They no longer making jokes, cracking jokes. They no longer, all of a sudden, they moved and changed. Like you're not even there. That's how you know a Capricorn don't like you. They're not messing with you. They already kind of detached and cold, but they get even more cold and detached and aloof when they don't like you. Now, a Cancer, they still gonna talk to you. They're gonna talk to you, but they're gonna talk to you for the reason of doing this little passive aggressive game. But I'll get to Cancers later. They're gonna play this little passive aggressive game that they do so they can talk to you, but they really talking to you so they can try to crack on you or whatever they do. Like this passive aggressive game. Capricorns don't do that. They just not gonna talk to you at all. That's just the way they do. That's just them. They just not. They're not gonna even waste their time. Now, I was going to say something about that, but I lost my train of thought. One thing that I do notice about Capricorns, they use humor to keep you at bay. They have impeccable timing. They have impeccable, dry humor. And sometimes if you're not laughing, they're going to crack themselves up. They just crack themselves up. They don't care. They just going to tell their little dry jokes, thinking they humoring everybody, but they may not be humoring you, you know. But they do. They crack their little dry jokes. Their motto is, I achieve. They want to be the leaders, and they want to have the best things, the nicest thing. They want to be on top. They're the GOAT. They keep climbing. They want to be on top. And so when I say if it's possible to work 25 hours in a 24-hour day, that is your Capricorn. They're going to do all of that because they want to be on the top. They want to achieve status. Whereas Virgo is going to work hard because they just want to provide a service for you. They want to, that's what they do as part of their nature. They're working hard to perfect something. A Taurus is working hard because they feel obligated to, and they're very reliable. A Capricorn is working hard because they're trying to get something. They're very opportunistic, and you got to be careful with them, especially if you go into business with them. Sometimes they can be so cutthroat and opportunistic and backstabbing that will stab their mama in the back if it meant coming in between them and their money. They will do that. They are something else. And I'm gonna tell you a Capricorn, and I'm gonna give you an example. Gayle King is a Capricorn. She stabbed her whole race of people in the back when she started trying to throw Kobe under the bus. See, that kind of thing, she was doing it for an opportunity. It's just an opportunity. She got some money from doing that little interview with R. Kelly. And then so she was like, oh, will you pay me if I throw another one of us under the bus? You will? Okay, I'm with it. Because ain't nobody gonna come in between me and my money. I'm telling you, and rising to the top. You mean I can rise to the top? I can be like my best friend Oprah? I will do it. I will do it. I will throw anybody under the bus because that's what Capricorns do. They're very opportunistic. And as parents, they can still, that same coldness, they still have that. They're not the most affectionate parents. They expect their children to work hard. They expect their children to be leaders. They expect their children to be on top of their game. They rear their children very harshly. So hard work is how they rear their children. They want their children to work hard, whether it's in the house, outside the house, in school. They want their children to achieve. That's how they show that their children, that they love their children. They'll be like, yeah, I'm proud of you. But it's all about working in their work ethic and how hard their children work. They're very hard on their children, and not the most affectionate at all. So I'm gonna name a couple of Issa Rae, Michelle Obama, Elvis Presley, Betty White, Jeff Bezos, for the CEO of Amazon is a Capricorn, Denzel Washington, Nicolas Cage, LL Cool J, Regina King, Sade, Jim Carrey, James Earl Jones, Tyrese Gibson is that's that Issa Rae. Lee Daniels, I'm gonna go back to Issa Rae. John Legend, I think I'm pretty much naming some top ones. But those, Mary J. Blige, just give you a idea of these people all embody hard work, and they keep going and they keep going and they keep going until they rise to the top of their craft. That's something that mostly all earth signs have, but Capricorns do it in a different way than the rest of the earth signs. They seize opportunity. Did I say LeBron James? LeBron James is a Capricorn. They seize opportunity. So let me go back to Issa Rae. If any one of you all have watched Insecure, that show, or have maybe watched her webisode, The Misadventure of a Black Girl or something like that, before she was even that popular, she had a webisode. That whole talking in your head, like, all of that, that is, she epitomizes Capricorn. She's a Capricorn all the way. Them dry jokes, all of that personality is just dry, but it's her timing is impeccable. This whole little block party, she had to be the best. She couldn't stop. She didn't care if she used her friend. She was like, and then after her friend said, you use people for things. You use people for whatever you can get from them so that you can look good. That whole scene was so Capricornish. I was sitting there like, I don't know if Issa Rae is into signs like I'm into signs, but I am feeling this show because this episode was so Capricornish. And then when she went and sat there and talked to her mother about what was going on, and her mother said, girl, those are just growing pains that you're feeling. And she said, it's just seasons. And so Issa was like, well, what season is this? Is it fall? Because this shit hurt. the timing of the jokes. That I said, oh, okay. And so she was like, yeah, girl. She said, you turned 30. And I said, 30, that is the time when most people have their Saturn return. That's the time when you are faced with different challenges. You grow up, you mature. And Capricorn is ruled by what? Saturn. That whole show is so astrological. I was like, I'm feeling this show. But that's right there. If you want to know about a Capricorn, watch Insecure. Issa Rae epitomizes the Capricorn with the jokes and the walls and how she keeps people at bay. They really think they know her, but the only people that really know Issa Rae is that mirror, and that mirror that she be talking to, and the mirror be talking back to her, and they be saying, yeah, but you always do such like that, checking her, and then she turns around. That is a Capricorn. And Capricorn got a lot of other traits, but you really ain't gonna know because they don't really let you know too much about them, to be honest. You don't, it's not, they keep you, yeah, they keep you. And then the love life, their love life is probably kind of boring too, because they just kind of dry and aloof, and they not affectionate. They're not the most sexual sign either. They're just not, they're more into their work. They're more into their craft, into studying, into getting better. But like I said, if somebody ever come to you and they got about 15 million projects going at once, they probably a Capricorn, because that's what they do. And it's just so tiring. I get so tired of hearing about their little different business ventures. I really do. But this video is not going to be long. This probably be one of the shortest ones, because to be honest, I just think Capricorns are boring. They're not my favorite. So I am done. If there's anything, I'm so sorry, my Capricorns. I don't want to offend any of you. I love you. I love you, but it's just really work. It's just really not working jokes. It's really not anything that, it's not really that much to talk about with the Capricorn. So I am done with this. If I forgot anything, is something I should have mentioned, feel free to comment below. Thank you. Bye.